Poland Daily Travel. We're here in the forest, and I'm not lost because I know exactly where I am. Hello, and welcome to Poland Daily Travel, where we're taking a snowy trip to the forest. Not a lot of people know that Poland's forests occupy 29% of the country. The vast majority are state or national. We'll be visiting the forest north of Warsaw at Jabłona in Mazowieckie province. This rich tract of woodland lies east of the Wisła, or the Vistula River, and forms a vital part of the green belt around Warsaw, which includes Campinos National Park, a UNESCO-listed biosphere. On our tour, we will be guided by a forest ranger who will give us the lay of the land in one of the forests that form the lungs of the capital city. So stick with us as Poland Daily Travel goes green in the Jabłona forest. Hello. People...
Tak. Nie jestem strażnikiem leśnym, ale w czym mogę pomóc?
Dobrze trafiliśmy.
Dobrze trafiliśmy. Przepraszamy bardzo, ale to jest pilna sprawa.
Dobrze.
Wie pan, gdzie jest te jeziorko, taki staw?
Tak.
Jak się idzie główną aleją, skręca się tam w prawo, tam jest taka lis leży.
Ja nie wiem, czy on
się rusza.
Myśleliśmy, że padlina, ale on się rusza.
Pewnie zawiadomienie miejscowego leśniczego. Dobrze.
This could be good to go.
I know where
we could film this and take care of the fox.
No niestety martwimy się o tego lisa, no bo biedny
Nie wiem, czy on jest chory, coś, ale coś mówi.
There's a sick fox.
Lepiej nie podchodzić do niego, bo nie wiadomo, co to jest.
Dlatego zaczęliśmy przyciągnąć, bo one w ogóle zaczęły szczekać.
Yeah. Very interesting. What we've got here is a report to Szemek here from these good people about a fox which is injured down here in the woods. And perhaps we'll go and find it. Do you want, is it possible or?
We can go there.
Yeah, should we go and have a look?
We can go have a look.
Let's go and have a look. Okay. This is an example of exactly what a forest ranger's job is. This is the sort of thing, he was luckily here at the right moment, so these people could stop and tell him, and that there is an injured animal ahead of us here in the forest.
React.
Yeah, we can react and go and find out about it. Yeah? Okay. We'll be right back. Poland Daily Travel. We really don't know where the fox is, do we? We have to, he could have moved or anything, right?
It could move away.
Yeah.
People sometimes exaggerate.
People sometimes exaggerate. Maybe he was
about the state of health.
Yeah, maybe he was just cold, yeah? Or maybe he was hungry.
Maybe.
Here, Dan? Maybe?
Here.
Yeah. So we don't know. I mean, the people could have been exaggerating, but then again, he might just be right here. But this is part of your job. You do this all the time, right? Because if an animal is injured, you try to
help it.
Oh, he is here. He's injured somehow. Now, how could he get injured back here?
I can see the snares.
You think he was in a snare?
No, I can see.
You cannot see?
I can see. No, not the snares.
You're looking, yeah.
It's looking very badly.
Now, what can we do?
I have to call my my workmate.
And bring him here, yeah?
Bring him here.
Okay, so we're going to rescue this fox. He is injured. We've got to call over to the ranger station, and they will send out someone to bring the fox back, because he's obviously injured. Well, so this is an emergency. You can see that when you're dealing with wildlife, it's not just something you look at. It's something that's living and breathing and inhabits. This is its home. It's not a zoo. And so when an animal is injured, of course, it's very affecting. And the worst thing is if you feel helpless and there's nothing you can do. So it may be too late. We don't know. But it's certainly sad. It's a beautiful animal. And it's sad to see him here lying in the snow like this. Anyway, we're calling now, and and we'll see what we can do. Okay, that's all for now. That's all for now. You have cases of emergencies, as we see right now. There's an animal injured, but the animal can be injured, it might be ill. We don't know about this animal yet because the specialist is coming, but right away, actually, and be here in a second, but or in a few minutes. But sometimes they're sick, sometimes they've been caught in a trap. Do you get a lot of poaching? I mean, with this animal, we don't think it was caught in a trap.
There are a lot cases of poaching. Is a seldom case, but if we spot the case of the poachery, our first step is set the animal caught in a trap, set it free, where isn't injured.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
With the animal isn't injured, it's enough. It's enough to help him. The case of poachery, we don't investigate by ourselves, but we collaborate with police.
Mm-hmm. So you bring the police in because it's a serious offence to be poaching.
It's a serious offence.
Yeah. What happens to someone?
It isn't offence. It's crime. It's a crime.
It is a crime.
It is a crime.
And if somebody is caught poaching, what happens to them if they're caught? Yeah.
He can be sent into prison to 5 years.
Up to 5 years?
Up to 5 years.
What would they have to do to be sent to prison for 5 years?
Poachery is enough to say that.
Just any kind of poaching?
Any kind of poachery.
Okay.
With arm or with weapon, without weapon, with the snares, it's enough.
Okay. So in this forest, besides foxes and all the birds that we've seen and some of the other smaller animals, what are the bigger animals? You have elk in this forest?
Sometimes there are elks. There are roe deer.
Roe deer?
Roe deer, wild boars.
Wild boars,
wild
a lot?
Boars, a lot. There are a lot of wild boars.
Could we see one now? One could be watching us, perhaps.
It's possible.
It's possible, right?
It's possible.
We want to be careful if one comes around.
In general, they are the animal which are active during the night, but they can observe us.
Yeah, they don't. They only come out at night. Is that right? The wild boars.
They are more active at night.
Yeah.
Than they.
What about bigger animals?
What about?
Even bigger. I mean, boars are big.
Even bigger.
Yeah. The boar can be very big. Yeah.
In the area of our forest district, there is as well a small herd of fallow deer.
Mm-hmm.
Is a local species, is an alien species, but adopted here, introduced here. They were introduced, but they multiplied. I cannot betray
multiplied. There's a lot of them.
I don't want to betray the place, the exact place.
Do you get elk in this forest? You know,
elk, yes.
Yeah, you get elk.
Elks are numerous
and quite big. No bears, though.
Bears, no.
Bears are in the mountains, right?
Bears we can spot only in the mountains in Poland.
In the mountains. But they have them in the mountains in Poland.
Yeah.
And wolves they have in Poland too. In some of the forests, right?
Yes. Sometimes we can spot them here, or their footprints.
You can find a wolf.
No, I've never. I've never
this
seen,
area.
I've never seen
in Campinos.
I've never seen them in the nature.
But they have them in this area sometimes. No.
Sometimes.
You have seen tracks. You said.
They're in tracks.
People have seen. Yeah.
People have seen.
It's very interesting. And the mysterious lynx. A lot of people know. A lot of people don't know that they have the lynx in Poland.
I've heard about.
Which is a small. Mountain lion.
Yeah. I've heard about one case. I've heard about one case of spotting lynx at the area of our forest district.
Interesting.
But it isn't confirmed.
Animal. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
They're very mysterious.
And my favorite.
Yeah, they are fantastic. They're very hard. Why don't they breed?
My favorite predator.
Yeah, me too.
It's fascinating.
Why don't they breed these animals? Do they not breed in captivity? Is it hard to capture them and get them to breed, or why don't they create a bigger population of the lynx? I'm going to ask you, because this is a question I've always wanted to ask a forest ranger.
Yeah.
So I've got you here. Please tell me if you know.
I know something about it. Local population.
Yeah.
Local population come from the Campinos National Park,
Okay.
where in the past were introduced.
Okay.
When were introduced, were settled. The lynx born in the zoological gardens.
Right. How many are in the area?
I think the more or less 10 lynx.
So 5 pairs? Or
I think more or less 10.
10 individuals?
10 individuals.
Some of those would be younger, some would be... Are they families? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they really... I think they should... We must do something. We must get people to get whoever's in charge of to breed more of these animals. Is there some way to do that? Can we start a fund or something?
They require very big areas to live.
This is the problem.
They are territorial animals.
This is the problem. So there are too many people near them.
And it's a reason that of its small quantity.
Right. Okay. But gosh, I'm glad you agree with me. It's also my favorite animal. Yeah. Poland Daily Travel. We're in the woods. We're in the forest. And we're going to move on and see what else we can see. I'm with Shemek, the forest ranger, and we're having a good time, actually. Stay with us. Come right back.